I've looked at the Facebook memories from 9 years ago, and this one that stuck out in my mind, I'm going to show it to you. Hello, Fritz Bar. Yeah, time is certainly evolving, and as time evolves, we're evolving with it. Is what is happening. I want to flip this around. If you're just tuning in, this won't be too long of a video, but look at this. This is 9 years ago today, my Facebook memory. A way of life that once, hello, um, I'm going to show something. It's kind of prophetic words. It was my frame of mind back 9 years ago today. On this day, I'm just going to read it to you. A way of life that was once held dear is snatched away, the end is near. One era goes, another one comes, and with it also the great unknown. Gather your thoughts and become as one. With the author and finisher, it has begun. That was 9 years ago. That's me again, you all. That was 9 years ago. My Facebook memories, you all. And that's what was in my mind. A way of life that was once held dear is snatched away, the end is near. One era goes, another one comes, and with it also the great unknown. Gather your thoughts and become as one with the author and finisher, it has begun. So 9 really is the number of, I think, completion. 9 is. Um, it's mind-boggling. That was my frame of mind back then. It really is, considering all that's going on in the world today. Hello, All Writer. Hello, Apple Brooks. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining. So, I'm a very, very deep thinker. For those who may not know, I am extremely deep thinker when I get in a certain frame of mind. And it's okay. It's because I'm an old soul, like a lot of other people. Old souls are very, very deep thinkers, and they contemplate life. Um, yeah, hello in Australia, you all. I wasn't going to get on here. I thought I'm just going to go upstairs and just going to relax. I'm going to chill out. I did a video already, and I'm just going to boom. And then I got on this Facebook to check the memories because I never know what's going to show up in the memories. Yeah, I am an ancient soul, and I'm sure there's a lot of ancient souls who's tired of repeating. That's okay, you all. It is okay. If you're just tuning in, time is evolving. And 9 is, I think, the number of completion, and this was my frame of mind from back then, as you can see. And I'll say it once again, you all. A way of life that was once held dear is snatched away, the end is near. One era goes, another one comes, and with it also the great unknown. Gather your thoughts and become as one. With the author and finisher, it has begun. And that was October the 30th of 2012. I don't know what time of day it was, but it's okay. It is, and that's what I was feeling back then. Hello, Mystic Rose. Yeah. Debbie McClure. Yeah, and it's quite fitting. It really is. Um, we can read about people who, I don't know, like Nostradamus, and then you have Edgar Casey and people like that. They speak things, and then it's supposed to come to pass, but Yeah. I would have never, ever, ever thought that these words would truly play out the way that they are. A way of life that was once held dear is snatched away. The end is near. There's no way I would have even contemplated today, today, the era that we lived in. I would have never guessed that with my human understanding, but I guess my spirit was telling me something back then. It was just speaking, and I would write back then. I will do that now when words flow in from the spiritual realm. And for those, do you know where those words come from? They come from God. They come from the Spirit. They come from the Creator. Um, they come from the spiritual realm. Okay. So yeah, it is true. A way of life that was once held dear is snatched away. The end is near. And one era goes. An era is going. And I think we know which one it is. And another one is coming. Another era is coming. And it is also the great unknown. Yet some people know it. They do. Yeah. So we just got to gather our thoughts and become as one with the author and finisher. It has begun. So that's 2013. If you're 2012, if you're just tuning in, oh wow, look at that. I shared that on my Facebook 9 minutes. It was 9 minutes ago on my Facebook. Now it's 10 minutes ago. Um, is what? Yes, we're on Earth. Unfortunately, that's okay. We can be on Earth, you all. We can. Yeah. Um, yeah, so you all, and you know what, something else was very interesting. I was trying to watch this video that I had taken back then, and it was showing the ships coming in and out of the sun. It's what it was doing. It was this particular video right here on the Facebook. And you know, every time I kept watching it, when I wanted to record it, my phone literally, it would not let me zoom out. There were ships flying all around the sun in this video back last year, but this computer, the technology will block you is what it will do, you all. So there were all kinds of those ships like you've seen in the Soho Lascaux C2. They were flying in and out of the sun, and I kept trying to record it that day, and the technology would have none of it. It wouldn't let me zoom out. It wouldn't let me zoom in. And I had to sit there. See, look like this. And see, this is what it's doing to me right now. It's spinning me around. It don't want me playing this video. I tried and tried, and here's what I would have to do. I would have to go like this, and then it would do it to me again. Um, yeah, I think it all has happened before. I really do. Technology is very intuitive, and see, it's doing it again. Unless we got some solar flares coming, we could be having something. They said, here's what the NASA thing said. The NASA thing about the solar flares for today. Um, the particles are going to be hitting the magnetic field. The particles from the solar flare, the particles. Those weren't particles. Those were ships. But that's what the narrative was. From the solar flare, it's going to be particles hitting the magnetic field. One day, um, those things that they call particles, and they don't want to talk about, these right here, they don't want to talk about, but they want to just call them particles. Okay, you just go right ahead. See, they call all of these ships, they called them particles hitting the magnetic field. Well, it doesn't make me happy thinking about it. It doesn't, because we sat there and went practically frame by frame through that whole video, and it wasn't particles. It was ships, is what it was. It was ships. It was a massive battle, okay, a massive battle that took place. And you know, I've documented so many times the ships that were on the sun, so many times. Um, and it's literally, why do you want to dismiss stuff like this as a particle? See, you can clearly see the ships. You can clearly see the ships on the sun. There they are. They're not particles. Particles don't look like that unless you want to call the particles ships, you see. But no, that's what gets me. That's what gets me. They just don't want to come out and say what we're seeing. They don't want to. Now, I shouldn't say all of them. I'm not going to say all of them. Some of them, a handful, don't want to come out and say what's really taking place. And there is a lot of UFO ships. There's a lot of ships, unidentified ships that we may not have the name for, and we may not know the origin, but they're out there. They're all out there. And no, it's not a particle event. We don't have a particle event hitting the magnetosphere. No, we don't. We got a battle. We got a battle hitting the magnetosphere, if you're all tuning in. And I won't go on and on about it. But, you know, I've spent too much time to let it be dismissed, to let these type of ships be dismissed as particles. I've too much of my time doing that to just look the other way. And so have a lot of other people, you all. A whole lot of other people have documented all this stuff. And it's just like, I guess it's all right, you all. What can you do? What can you do? See, and I don't even think this was a planet. See, they try to say that was a planet. No, that was not a planet. These aren't planets. I think they're massive ships, you all. They're so, if you were to go on NASA's website, and if you would look at all of those pictures, they're nice documentations, you could see that there's more than just particles up there in the sky, more than just particles. And if you're all just tuning in, you know, here's what I would encourage you to do. And let me see if I can get over here. I want to show you this. Let me just go to my let me find it, my YouTube channel right here. Let me just go over here. Am I on here? I am on here. You all, I have a playlist, okay? And if you want to see the types of ships, I'm going to show you this, you all. You want to see the types of ships that are out there. You go to this playlist, video collection of ships, okay? You can see the ships that are out there because I just put them in videos with some music and stuff like that, you all. I did, and you can look at them yourself. All of this stuff right here. Look at them yourself, and if you want to know, somebody said, "Who is this Gina?" I'm just me. I'm just me, and I took pictures of ships, UFO ships in the sky. That's who I am, and I shared them, and there's many of them. If you want to know what they look like, if you're still in doubt that there are ships up there, you can look at that playlist. Because I've got plenty of ships on here, plenty of them right here. And that's not a joke, it's a massive armada. There's a massive armada of ships out there from different places. Mystic Rose, yeah, the veil has been lifted, and it's only a matter of time until it's, boom, completely gone, and they start talking about it. It's only a matter of time before it comes mainstream. There's more to UFOs and aliens or interdimensional beings than what meets the eye, okay? You hear about the main people, okay, but there's much more. There's much more to it, you all. There's so much more to it. And it does affect every single one of us. It does. Yeah, somebody has a birthday. Well, happy birthday, Star Wolf. Yeah, I will continue to share. I will. And Hola. Hola. Uh, yeah. I'm going to be happy, and you're all going to be happy. We're just going to keep going. We are. We're going to watch this thing play out because we're in for a bumpy ride, you all. But we can handle it. We got our seatbelts on. We're strapped in. We're not going to get bumped out. We are not. But it's that's all right. It's all right. And you know, really, if you think about the big picture, if you have a serious situation on hand, and if you have to think about the security of a nation, a security of a country's people, and all that, because you've got like a threat, which they call a threat, from space, you're going to come up with a good cover story so as to deflect from what's really happening. You're going to have a good cover story to not worry the people. That's what you're going to do. A good cover story, something to distract, so they're not knowing about it. You want to try to keep it. And some people do that with their children. Instead of telling them the truth about certain situations, they'll just downplay it and they'll just distract them, you all. It's like a sleight of the hand. Um, I think a lot of that takes place. That stuff takes place a lot in our world. It does with every single country. I don't know why they do it. I guess they think that maybe the people cannot handle the truth. Well, the truth will one day become too big to hide. Okay, and then you won't have any choice. You're going to have to tell the truth about what's occurring above and what's occurring below and what's occurring on. It's going to have to come out. It is. And that's okay. We can just take it and then just let it sink in. We can do that. I think we're all adults, and it's all right. It really is. Um, Space anomalies. Yeah. Well, I am going to get off here. I'm not going to be on here long at all, you all. I just wanted to come on here. Time is evolving, and we are evolving with time. And if you don't like that word, well, time is changing, and we got to adapt to it. We do. We got to adapt in order to survive, in order to keep going. We got to persevere. You can put the word in. We got to persevere through everything that's happening, all the change that is occurring. We've got to, and I'm pretty sure we can all do it. I am. Um, so thank you once again for taking time out of your evening or morning or afternoon to come on here. And thank you, moderators, for all that you do. So I don't think there's a particle event or particle debris hitting the magnetosphere. I don't think there is. I think it's the ships that are up there in the sky around the sun. That's what they're referring to as particles. And as we saw, they're not particles. They're ships. So with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you and thank you once again, and have a wonderful, wonderful evening.